Roy said, I remember swap meets. That's where I got my Genesis and most of my N64 games in the early 2000s. Nice. Yeah, swap meets were the shit, man. Um, I remember getting one game specifically when I was a kid. Um, this would have been back during the early 90s, late 80s or probably early 90s now that I think about it, based on when that was released. I was with my parents and we went to go visit my brother in Tucson, Arizona, and we went to a swap meet. Um, and I remember getting Journey to Silius. The I think I've posted about it on X before, but it was that Journey to Silius was that game that was originally made to be uh, a Terminator game. Was it Sunsoft that put it out? I can't remember who put it out now off the top of my head, but they lost the license to Terminator, so they ended up just kind of making it like a generic sci-fi game. But it still feels, you can tell like it was supposed to be a Terminator game, especially like the further you get in, like when you get to the bosses and stuff. Um, but anyway, yeah, I picked that up at a swap meet. Well, my parents got it for me at a swap meet. Um, and then yeah, I remember getting back home to San Diego and like telling all my friends like, "Oh my god, I got this new game. It's called Journey to Silius. It's so cool. It's kind of like Mega Man because it kind of reminded me of Mega Man a little bit." And I was like, "It has the best music." So, I actually introduced a lot of my friends to Journey to Silius. Shud said we used to have a pretty cool flea market there, in thrift stores is where I started collecting NES games in early 2000s because they were cheap and prevalent. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like people don't realize, like, yeah, back in the early 2000s, you could get NES games for dirt cheap, and it's like now these games are ridiculous. Like you have to sell your soul to get some of these NES games or SNES games and whatever. But yeah, like back in the early 2000s, that would have been the time to just like load up on retro games and not even have to spend a bunch of money. I'm kicking myself now for not picking up more stuff. It's crazy the prices nowadays for used games. I was actually just earlier today I was kind of like offloading a bunch of stuff that was just sitting in my closet, so I I went down to like a local, it's like a video game, and they sell like cards and collectibles and all this kind of stuff, um and video games. And I took in a bunch of NECA figures because I had a bunch of NECA figures just like in box that I had never opened because I'm that weird guy that like sometimes like I'll buy two of the same thing. So like I had like the run of like Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees NECA figures, but then like I had duplicates of all of them. And then like I had duplicates of like some of the like Predator and like Alien NECA figures and stuff. And then I had some that like I got like a long time ago, and I'm like, I don't even know why I got these. Like I got like the Alien versus Predator NECA figures from the video game, and like I specifically the Predator ones, and they kind of don't really look that cool. So I was like, I don't even know why I still have these. So, um, but anyway, I was at this store with my kid, and we were looking at video games and whatever, and it's like, god damn, like the prices for some of this shit is crazy. It's like an example is like you can't get Contra anymore for like under $60. And it's Contra. They made so many fucking copies of Contra. That game sold millions of copies. Like it's not like it's hard to find Contra for NES. It was mass produced. So there's no reason that Contra needs to be $60. That's crazy. And why is it still $60 when you can literally, it's on sale all the time for like 9.99. You can just get the like Konami Contra collection and play it on Switch or PS4 or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. $60 for Contra. Like not even in box either. And it's like a shitty copy where like the the stickers peeling off the case and shit. Yeah, these prices are, it's crazy, man. The craziest one was and I missed out on it, but like for a minute there was this weird thing where everybody was talking about uh what was it called? Piglet's Big Adventure or something. There's like a Piglet game for PlayStation 2, I guess, or GameCube and PlayStation 2. But apparently like it started going viral because everybody's like it's basically like baby's first horror game. Like Piglet's Big Adventure is like a hidden horror gem and all this kind of stuff. So I was like, "Oh shit, I should pick up a copy and stream it because I was like maybe it'll make my channel grow, right? Cuz people will tune in to watch me play this like Piglet baby's first horror game." And I found a copy, brand new sealed for 60 bucks. And then literally the next day when I went to go look, there was no copies left. They were all gone. And then you would go on like 2 or 3 days later and they were relisted by probably the people that bought them, or I don't know, but you were seeing them go for like upwards of $300 when they were selling for like 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks. And then they were all of a sudden, because it went viral online, like people were selling them for like $300. Um, it was fucking wild. Um, but unfortunately, mine got lost in the mail, which to this day, I'm still kind of like, did it really get lost in the mail or did that dude sell it to me and then the next day realized that it had gone viral and that it was now worth $300 and then it got lost in the mail. You know what I'm saying? I think he fucked me. I think that's what happened, but I never got my Piglet's adventure game or whatever the fuck it was called. And it was a bummer too cuz I was like, man, like I bet that would have gotten my channel a bunch of views. Um but c'est la vie. Showed said $60 Contra seems crazy. Yeah, dude, it's wild. And he said the resale mafia. I know. It's fucking crazy.